Across our planet, in its most remote and seemingly untouched corners, a silent, unceasing drama unfolds every single day. Here, in the heart of Africa's wild, the struggle for life is both relentless and unseen, a tapestry woven from countless moments of tension, hope and instinct. It is the story of survival, a narrative written not in words but in the very fabric of life itself. Each footprint pressed into the earth tells of a journey, of a lioness stalking her prey under the cover of dawn, of a herd of antelope moving silently through the grass, ever alert to the faintest rustle that might signal danger. For the wild creatures that inhabit these magnificent landscapes, existence is a constant challenge, a series of trials dictated by the changing seasons, the availability of food and water, and the ever-present dance between predator and prey. The elephants with their deep familial bonds must remember ancient routes to water as rivers dry and grasslands wither. Zebras and wildebeest, driven by instinct, embark on epic migrations, braving crocodile-infested rivers and the jaws of waiting predators. This is not a world of simple existence. It is a world of extraordinary resilience, where every sunrise brings with it a renewed fight for life, and every sunset marks the end of another chapter in this epic saga. As the golden light spills across the savannah, animals emerge from the shadows, each with its own strategy for survival, some seeking the safety of numbers, others relying on stealth and solitude. This grand theatre of life plays out on many stages, each with its own unique set of rules and difficulties. In the dense forests, leopards melt into dappled light, their spotted coats perfect camouflage as they stalk through tangled undergrowth. In the open plains, the wind carries the scent of both opportunity and threat. In the vast, sun-scorched savannas of Africa, life congregates around precious waterholes, creating a tense and vibrant spectacle of coexistence and conflict. Here, the air is thick with anticipation. Herds of antelope lower their heads to drink, eyes wide and ears twitching, while lions crouch in the tall grass, muscles coiled, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Far across the oceans, in the towering granite peaks of North America's mountains, creatures face a different kind of adversity, one of freezing temperatures and thin air. But here in Africa, the struggle is shaped by heat, drought, and the ever-present need to find sustenance. And in the shimmering, arid plains of the Namibian desert, life has adapted in the most ingenious ways to thrive, where it seems impossible. The gemsbok, with its pale coat and long slender horns, can survive for weeks without drinking, drawing moisture from the sparse vegetation and the coolness of the night air. Each environment, harsh and unforgiving in its own way, has shaped the creatures that call it home, forging them into masters of survival. Some blend seamlessly into their surroundings, vanishing from sight to avoid detection, while others have developed remarkable endurance, able to travel vast distances in search of food and water. The players in this drama are as varied as the landscapes they inhabit. From the smallest insect to the largest mammal, each has carved out a niche, a way of life honed by countless generations of adaptation. We see the powerful lion, a symbol of strength and cooperative hunting, leading its pride with a roar that echoes for miles. The pride's survival depends on teamwork, lionesses working together to bring down prey, cubs learning the art of stalking through playful mimicry. We witness the breathtaking speed of the cheetah, a solitary hunter that relies on explosive acceleration to secure its next meal. Every hunt is a gamble, a test of timing and precision, where a single misstep can mean the difference between feast and famine. We observe the clever hyena, a creature of remarkable intelligence and social complexity, often misunderstood, but perfectly adapted to its role as both hunter and scavenger. Within the clan, a strict hierarchy governs access to food, and cooperation is key to overcoming larger rivals and defending territory. And then there are the great herds of elephants, the resilient black rhinos, and the graceful gemsbok, each with its own story of endurance etched into its very being. Elephants communicate across vast distances with low rumbles, guiding their families to hidden water. Rhinos, solitary and powerful, navigate a world of shrinking resources, relying on keen senses to avoid danger. Their lives are interwoven in a complex web of interactions, a delicate balance that has been refined over millennia. Grazers and browsers shape the land, while predators keep populations in check. Even the smallest birds play a role, cleaning parasites from the hides of giants. This is a story of instinct, of learning, and of incredible adaptation. Mothers teach their young the secrets of survival, how to find water, how to avoid danger, how to read the subtle signs of the land. It is a testament to the sheer power and ingenuity of the natural world. Thunderstorms sweep across the plains, bringing both destruction and renewal. In their wake, new life emerges and the cycle begins anew. As we journey into these wild places, we begin to understand that survival is not just about strength or speed. It is about intelligence, cooperation, and an unbreakable will to live. Wild dogs coordinate with astonishing precision, each member playing a vital role in the hunt. Elephants help their calves across treacherous terrain, their trunks entwined in gentle guidance. It is a story that has been unfolding for eons, and one that continues to captivate and inspire us, reminding us of the precious and fragile nature of life on Earth. In every corner of Africa's wild, the unseen struggle for life endures, an epic saga of adaptation, resilience, and the unyielding spirit of the animal kingdom. The African continent is home to some of the most iconic arenas of survival on our planet, where the rhythm of life is dictated by the seasons and the relentless quest for water and sustenance. Hwanga National Park in Zimbabwe, a vast expanse of Kalahari sands and Mopane woodlands, becomes a crucible of life during its long, punishing dry season. Here the land transforms into a tapestry of parched earth and scattered trees, where every creature is drawn into a daily struggle for survival. Survival hinges on a network of waterholes, where enormous congregations of wildlife gather. Elephants, buffalo and antelope converge in great numbers, their migrations guided by ancient instincts and the promise of precious water. The grand processions of elephants are a sight to behold, their matriarchs leading the way along well-worn migratory routes that have been passed down through generations. These journeys, often spanning dozens of miles, are a testament to their memory and resilience. At the water's edge, herds of Cape buffalo, wildebeest and zebra form uneasy alliances, their senses heightened by the ever-present threat of predators concealed in the thickets. Each drink is a calculated risk, a delicate balance between thirst and danger. Further east, the legendary Masai Mara in Kenya stretches out as a sea of rolling grasslands and acacia-dotted plains, bisected by the winding Mara River, a lifeline that shapes the destiny of all who dwell here. This is the stage for the Great Migration, where over 1 million wildebeest and hundreds of thousands of zebra and gazelle embark on an epic journey. Driven by the search for fresh grazing and water, they traverse perilous rivers and open plains, braving crocodile-infested waters and prowling predators. Lion prides patrol these vast territories, their lives a constant struggle for dominance and sustenance. Each pride's territory is fiercely defended, and their survival depends on teamwork, strategy, and the ability to adapt to the ever-changing landscape. The Mara River itself is a realm of hidden dangers. Hippopotamuses claim the deep pools, while Nile crocodiles lie in wait along the banks, turning every river crossing into a dramatic contest between predator and prey. On the open plains, the cheetah reigns as the master of speed. Its slender frame and powerful muscles are perfectly adapted for explosive chases, where a single burst of acceleration can mean the difference between feast and famine. In the southwestern reaches of Africa lies Namibia's Etosha National Park, a place known as the Great White Land. Its vast salt pan, visible from space, is the remnant of an ancient lake that once teemed with life. Today the pan shimmers under the relentless sun, its cracked surface a testament to the harshness of the dry season. The landscape appears almost otherworldly, a blinding expanse of white stretching to the horizon. During the dry months, Etosha's heart becomes a barren, lunar-like desert, yet life endures on the fringes where scattered waterholes offer a lifeline to those who can reach them. Springbok, giraffes, and other resilient species gather at these isolated oases, their survival dependent on the ability to withstand thirst and heat, and to travel great distances across the arid plains. This is a land of specialists. Creatures like the desert-adapted black rhino and the iconic gemsbok, whose unique physiology allows them to thrive where few others can. Their bodies conserve water, and their behaviours are finely tuned to the rhythms of drought and scarcity. Across the Atlantic, the journey continues to the Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks in North America, a world transformed by altitude and climate where the challenges of survival are written in snow and stone. Here, immense granite mountains rise above ancient forests of giant sequoias, their trunks soaring skyward for centuries. The alpine tundra, with its short growing season, demands remarkable adaptations from its inhabitants. The trials here are not of heat and drought, but of bitter cold, heavy snowfall and rugged terrain. Winters are long and unforgiving, blanketing the land in deep snow and ice. The Sierra Nevada bighorn sheep are masters of the mountains, their hooves perfectly adapted for gripping sheer cliffs. They traverse treacherous slopes in search of sparse vegetation, always alert to the threat of mountain lions. The American pika, a small relative of the rabbit, survives the harsh winters by gathering and storing grasses and wildflowers in hidden caches. These tiny architects of survival work tirelessly through the brief summer, preparing for the long months of snow and cold. From the sun-baked salt pans of Africa to the snow-capped peaks of America, the journey is one of adaptation, endurance, and the unbreakable will to survive. Each landscape, with its unique challenges, shapes the creatures that call it home, forging epic stories of migration, resilience, and the eternal dance of life. In the heart of the African wilderness, the intricate relationship between predator and prey forms the foundation of the ecosystem's daily rhythm. This is a delicate, ever-shifting balance, a complex web of life and death that has shaped the evolution and behavior of every creature within it. At the pinnacle of the Savannah's food chain stand the lions, apex predators whose presence influences the entire ecosystem. Living in social units known as prides, lions are a formidable force, their strength and cooperation shaping the lives of countless other species. The lionesses, working in seamless coordination, are the pride's primary hunters, their teamwork a testament to the power of social bonds in the wild. Through patience and strategy, they stalk and ambush their prey, often targeting the most vulnerable members of a herd, the young, the old, or the weak. A successful hunt sustains the entire pride, nourishing dominant males and nurturing cubs who must master these essential survival skills. Yet not all predators rely on strength in numbers. Some, like the cheetah and leopard, are solitary hunters, each adapted to a unique ecological niche. The cheetah, the fastest land animal, is a master of speed, relying on explosive acceleration to overtake swift prey. Every aspect of its body, from its flexible spine to its non-retractable claws, is engineered for the pursuit of fleet-footed antelope. But this specialization comes at a cost. The cheetah cannot endure prolonged struggles and must recover quickly after a chase. Its hunting strategy depends on a brief, intense burst of speed to capture prey such as gazelle or impala. This reliance on speed leaves the cheetah vulnerable. After an exhausting chase, it often loses its hard-won meal to more powerful competitors like lions or opportunistic hyenas. The spotted hyena, often misunderstood, is among Africa's most successful and adaptable predators. Far from being mere scavengers, hyenas are skilled hunters, with research showing they secure the majority of their food through their own efforts. Living in large matriarchal clans, hyenas display remarkable intelligence and social complexity, coordinating hunts and defending territory. Their powerful jaws can crush bone, ensuring that every part of a carcass is consumed, recycling nutrients back into the ecosystem. With stamina fueled by a heart twice the size of a lion's, hyenas can pursue prey over vast distances, making them relentless and effective hunters. On the other side of this dynamic, the hunted have evolved their own sophisticated survival strategies, each adaptation a response to the constant threat of predation. For herbivores like wildebeest and zebra, safety lies in numbers. Massive herds move together, their sheer size a defense against predators. When danger approaches, the herd's confusion and rapid movement make it difficult for predators to isolate a single target. Constant vigilance paired with acute senses of hearing and smell provides early warning and increases the chances of escape. When a threat is detected, the instinctive response is flight, an explosive dash that can mean the difference between life and death. The survival of these herds depends on collective awareness and cooperation, a shared instinct that has allowed them to persist in a landscape shaped by the constant interplay of predator and prey. Every hunt in Africa's wild is a high-stakes performance, a showcase of strategy, instinct and adaptation refined over countless generations. Both predator and prey are locked in a constant arms race, each evolving new techniques to outwit the other. Consider the lionesses of the Masai Mara preparing for a hunt. Their approach is a masterclass in patience and teamwork. They do not simply charge at their prey. Instead, they rely on stealth, moving with calculated precision. Lionesses fan out, using the cover of tall grass or rocky outcrops to encircle their chosen target, often a lone warthog or a stray buffalo. Their tawny coats blend seamlessly with the savannah, providing natural camouflage that allows them to get dangerously close before launching an attack. One or two lionesses may act as the drivers, revealing themselves to create panic and steer the prey toward their hidden sisters. This tactic disrupts the herd's cohesion, isolating the weakest or slowest individuals. The ambush is a feat of silent communication and precise timing. Subtle cues, like a flick of the tail or a twitch of the ear, signal the moment to strike. The final rush is explosive and powerful, with the pride working together to bring down large prey. Cooperative hunting increases their chances of success and allows them to tackle animals much larger than themselves. The prey, however, is far from defenseless. Survival in the savannah demands constant vigilance and quick reflexes. A herd of Cape buffalo, when threatened, will form a defensive circle, with the powerful bulls facing outwards. Their formidable horns create an impenetrable wall, protecting the vulnerable calves in the centre. This collective defence is a formidable deterrent to even the most determined predators. Buffalo are known to mob predators, charging en masse and aggressively defending fallen herd members. Their unity and strength can turn the tables on would-be attackers. Baboons, too, demonstrate remarkable defensive strategies. Living in large troops, they rely on numbers and constant communication to stay safe. When a leopard stalks a troop, the large males band together, barking aggressively and baring their long canine teeth. Their intimidating display is often enough to make even a stealthy predator reconsider. This collective mobbing behavior can deter even the most determined hunter. proving that unity and courage are powerful weapons in the wild. In the open plains, the chase between predator and prey is a pure test of physical prowess and instinct. The cheetah, a master of camouflage, uses its spotted coat to blend into the dappled light of the grasslands. It stalks its prey with patience, inching closer until the moment is right. Then, in a burst of speed, the cheetah launches its attack, reaching over 110 kilometers per hour in seconds. Its flexible spine, long limbs, and non-retractable claws provide unmatched acceleration and grip. But the chase is not just about speed. The cheetah must anticipate every twist and turn of its fleeing target, matching the gazelle's evasive maneuvers in a high-speed ballet where a single misstep can mean the difference between a meal and starvation. The gazelle, in turn, relies on agility and endurance. It zigzags unpredictably, using sudden changes in direction to outmaneuver its pursuer and exploit the cheetah's limited stamina. Its keen senses and lightning-fast reflexes are its best defense. Even after a successful hunt, the struggle is not over. The cheetah must recover from its sprint and remain alert. The scent of blood travels far on the wind, drawing the attention of other carnivores and scavengers. A solitary cheetah must eat quickly, always scanning the horizon for lions or hyenas who will not hesitate to steal its hard-won prize. Competition at a carcass is fierce. Multiple predators and scavengers converge, each using their own strategies to claim a share. Spotted hyenas, with their powerful jaws and social cooperation, use their numbers to intimidate and drive off leopards, often overwhelming solitary hunters. In Huanga, the powerful roars of lions serve not only to communicate with their pride, but also to announce their ownership of a kill, warning off any potential thieves. Their vocalizations reinforce their dominance in the area. Survival here is not just about catching food, but also about keeping it. Every meal is hard-won, and every strategy, whether it's camouflage, teamwork or raw power, can mean the difference between life and death in Africa's epic wildlife survival saga. In the arid and semi-arid landscapes that dominate so much of Africa, water is the currency of life. During the long, dry season in places like Huanga and Etosha, the land bakes under a relentless sun and surface water vanishes almost completely. Rivers shrink to mere trickles, and seasonal pans turn to cracked mud. For the animals that remain, life contracts, pulling them towards the few remaining water sources. These waterholes become bustling, tense hubs of activity, where an uneasy truce exists between species that would normally never coexist so closely. The air is thick with anticipation and the constant threat of predation. The great elephant herds are masters of finding water. They are guided by the memory of the matriarch, a living library of knowledge passed down through generations. She remembers the location of waterholes hidden deep within the bush, routes that her own mother and grandmother once showed her. Following these ancient paths, she leads her family across vast distances of parched earth. Elephants will even use their powerful tusks and feet to dig into dry riverbeds, sensing the presence of underground water and creating wells known as elephant wells, which then become a source of life for countless other smaller species. Not all creatures can travel such great distances. The gemsbok, or oryx, a true icon of the Namibian desert, has evolved to survive for months without drinking a single drop of water. It is a marvel of adaptation. This antelope gets the moisture it needs from the plants it eats, including digging for succulent roots and melons buried beneath the sand. It conserves every precious bit of fluid, producing highly concentrated urine and dry feces. Its ability to tolerate incredible dehydration and heat makes it perfectly suited to one of the most extreme environments on Earth, a testament to nature's ingenuity in the face of scarcity. The search for water dictates the rhythm of life for birds as well. Flocks of sandgrouse will fly tens of kilometers every morning to a waterhole. The male has specially adapted belly feathers that can absorb and hold water like a sponge. After soaking them, he flies back to his nest, where the chicks drink the water directly from his plumage. In these harsh lands, every creature has its own strategy, a unique solution to the universal problem of thirst. From the elephant's memory to the gemsbok's physiology and the sandgrouse's feathers, the quest for water has driven some of the most remarkable evolutionary innovations. Section 6. Surviving the extremes, fire, ice and heat. Nature's raw power presents constant challenges that test the limits of endurance. Across Africa and beyond, animals have evolved extraordinary ways to survive the most punishing elements: fire, ice and relentless heat. In the high peaks of the Sierra Nevada, the primary struggle is against the bitter cold. Here, winter can last for months, blanketing the land in deep snow and freezing winds. The American pika, a small mammal with a big challenge, cannot hibernate like many of its neighbours. Instead, it has developed a remarkable survival strategy. During the brief summer, the pika works tirelessly, gathering grasses and wildflowers. Every day is a race to collect enough food before the snow returns. The pika carefully spreads its harvest on sun-warmed rocks, drying the plants to create nutritious hay piles. These precious stores will sustain it through the long frozen months, allowing the pika to remain active in its insulated den beneath the snow. For the pika, every summer storm is a warning. The clock is ticking. A poor harvest means certain death before spring's thaw. In the world's hottest places, the challenge is reversed. Here, animals must escape the searing heat that can kill in hours. The gemsbok, a striking antelope of the Namibian desert, is a master of heat survival. Its body is built for extremes. Deep within its nasal passages lies a network of fine blood vessels, the rete mirabile. As the gemsbok breathes, this system cools the blood flowing to its brain, protecting it from overheating. This adaptation allows the gemsbok's body temperature to soar to 45 degrees Celsius, a level that would be fatal to most animals, yet its brain remains safe and cool. By tolerating such high body temperatures, the gemsbok reduces its need to sweat, conserving precious water in a land where every drop is vital. Other desert dwellers take a different approach. Many become nocturnal, emerging only at night when the air cools, or spend the hottest hours hidden in burrows or deep shade, waiting for the sun to relent. Fire, too, is a force of nature that shapes the lives of countless animals. Wildfires sweep through grasslands and forests, sometimes with little warning. When flames approach, animals must act fast. Birds take to the sky while mammals race for safety, guided by instinct and the scent of smoke. Some, like burrowing rodents and reptiles, escape the inferno by retreating underground, where the soil insulates them from the heat above. After the flames pass, the landscape is transformed. For some species, this is a time of opportunity. Fire clears away old growth, allowing new plants to sprout, and herbivores soon return to feast on the fresh shoots. Insects and birds are often the first to recolonize, taking advantage of the new resources. But for others, recovery is slow, and the scars of fire linger for years. The aftermath of these extremes reshapes the land and the lives within it. Some animals thrive, while others struggle to adapt to the new reality. Droughts bring their own trials. As waterholes dry up, herds of elephants and antelope must travel ever greater distances in search of water, while the weakest fall behind. In the mountains, shrinking glaciers mean less cold water for rivers. Fish, like the mountain trout, must seek out the last remaining cool pools or perish as streams warm and shrink. These stories of survival, of animals enduring fire, ice and heat, are a testament to the power of adaptation. Yet as the world's extremes grow ever more intense, even the most remarkable survivors are pushed to their limits, their fates hanging in the balance. Section 7. Nature's Marvelous Adaptations. The saga of survival in Africa is a testament to the extraordinary adaptations that animals have developed over millennia. Each species is a living showcase of evolutionary ingenuity, fine-tuned to thrive in the face of relentless challenges. From the texture of their fur to the shape of their horns, every detail serves a purpose. These physical traits are not random. They are the result of countless generations of natural selection, each adaptation a solution to a specific environmental puzzle. The black-faced impala, a vulnerable subspecies, exemplifies this with a social structure and breeding cycle perfectly synchronized with the seasonal rains. Their young are born just as the first green shoots emerge, providing the richest nutrition during the most critical weeks of life, a precise adaptation that maximizes survival in a land of extremes. This timing is a profound evolutionary advantage, ensuring the next generation has the best possible start. Vultures, the Savannah's clean-up crew, are masterpieces of adaptation. The white-backed vulture and the formidable lappet-faced vulture have evolved to fill a vital ecological niche, their bodies and behaviours perfectly suited to scavenging. Their eyesight is among the sharpest in the animal kingdom, allowing them to spot a carcass from kilometres away while gliding effortlessly on thermal currents. Their powerful hooked beaks can rip through the toughest hides, and their stomach acids are so potent they neutralise deadly bacteria, preventing the spread of disease across the plains. As nature's recyclers, vultures play a crucial role in maintaining the health of the ecosystem, though their own survival is now threatened. Adaptations can be astonishingly specific. Camouflage, armour, and unique physiological traits all serve to enhance survival. The gemsbok, for example, possesses an internal cooling system that allows it to endure the searing desert heat, while its alert posture and sharp horns deter predators. This antelope will face the sun in the cool morning to absorb warmth, then turn sideways during the hottest hours to minimize exposure, a behavioral adaptation as elegant as any physical trait. Elephants in Etosha often have smaller tusks than those elsewhere, a response to the region's mineral-poor vegetation, a subtle but significant evolutionary shift. This adaptation reflects how even the chemical composition of the land can shape the very bodies of its inhabitants. Beyond the physical, memory and social learning are powerful tools for survival. The matriarch elephant's ability to recall distant water sources during drought is a testament to the evolutionary advantage of intelligence and experience. In the Masai Mara, cheetah mothers like Luna demonstrate the power of learned behaviour, patiently teaching their cubs the art of the hunt. Young Basie, the cub, hones his skills on smaller prey, each attempt a step closer to independence, a living example of adaptation in action. Lion cubs, too, learn by observing and joining the pride's cooperative hunts, mastering the strategies that will one day sustain them. The transfer of knowledge from one generation to the next is among the most sophisticated adaptations in the wild, ensuring that the wisdom of survival endures unbroken across the ages. Section 8. A new and pervasive threat. For millennia, wild animals have adapted to the natural challenges of their world. Yet today, they face a new and rapidly growing set of threats, forces that evolution has not prepared them for. Climate change is amplifying the natural stresses on these ecosystems. Unpredictable weather, prolonged droughts and intense storms are becoming more frequent, disrupting the delicate balance of life. Rising temperatures threaten species like the American pika, which is highly sensitive to heat and may be unable to survive in its current habitat as the climate warms. The retreat of ancient glaciers, such as the Darwin Glacier, reduces the flow of cold water into streams, endangering the entire aquatic food web from insects to the mountain yellow-legged frog. Invasive species present another insidious threat. Non-native plants and animals can outcompete, prey upon, or bring new diseases to native wildlife, disrupting food chains and altering entire habitats. Native species often struggle to adapt to these newcomers, leading to declines or even extinctions as their food sources and breeding grounds are overtaken. Natural disasters, intensified by shifting climate patterns, are also on the rise. Wildfires, floods and storms can devastate entire populations, leaving survivors to face a changed and often harsher environment. These events can fragment habitats, isolate populations, and make it harder for animals to find food, water and mates. Emerging diseases, sometimes spread by invasive species or changing climates, can sweep through populations with devastating speed, threatening species already under stress. Pollution, carried by wind and water, reaches even the most remote places, contaminating food sources and weakening the resilience of wildlife. Airborne pollutants can damage ancient trees and impact the health of entire ecosystems, while waterborne toxins disrupt aquatic life. In the oceans, plastic waste entangles marine animals, and chemical runoff creates dead zones where few creatures can survive. These new and pervasive threats are changing the fundamental conditions to which animals have adapted over thousands of years. The survival of these magnificent creatures and their habitats now depends not only on their resilience, but on the ability of nature itself to adapt to a rapidly changing world. Section 9. A planet renewed, a hopeful future for the wild. Across the wild places of our world, life continues to unfold in breathtaking ways, revealing the wonders of nature's resilience and the promise of renewal. From the coordinated hunt of a lion pride to the solitary endurance of a gemsbok in the desert, every creature demonstrates the power to adapt, survive, and thrive against the odds. Over millions of years, animals and their habitats have evolved together, creating a tapestry of life filled with ingenious strategies and remarkable diversity. Elephants traverse the plains, giraffes reach for the highest leaves, and each species plays a vital role in the balance of their ecosystem. Even in the face of harsh environments and shifting landscapes, animals persist, adapting to new challenges with remarkable ingenuity. Seasons change, fires sweep the land, and droughts test endurance, yet life finds a way, regenerating, recovering, and flourishing once more. Migration routes are rediscovered, herds return to ancient paths, and the wild pulses with the rhythm of renewal. Bighorn sheep scale rugged mountains, their numbers growing as they reclaim their ancestral ranges. Vultures soar high above the plains, guardians of the ecosystem, their presence a sign of nature's healing. Footprints in the sand tell stories of survival and resurgence as threatened species rebound and habitats recover. Each new dawn brings hope, young animals play in safe havens, and the wild grows stronger with every generation. Black rhinos roam the savannah, their calves a symbol of a future reclaimed and a testament to nature's enduring spirit. Rivers run clear, wetlands teem with life, and the chorus of birds signals the return of abundance. The wild is alive with movement, sheep leap across rocks, antelope race the wind, and every heartbeat echoes the promise of tomorrow. At waterholes, herds gather and predators and prey share the land, each playing their part in the grand cycle of life. Forests breathe, sunlight dances through leaves, and pollinators ensure the next generation of life. Wild landscapes connect in a living network, rivers winding through forests, sustaining all who dwell within. These thriving ecosystems purify the air, cleanse the water, and regulate the climate, ensuring a vibrant future for all life. The next generation explores with curiosity, flocks take to the sky, and the wild's wonders continue to unfold. Ingenuity and adaptability shine in every corner as animals solve problems and shape their world. The survival saga of these creatures is a testament to the enduring power and beauty of nature. The future of the wild is written in every act of resilience, every new life, and every recovery. The wild endures, and its wonders will continue to inspire for generations to come. As the sun slips below the horizon and darkness settles across the African savannah, a new world awakens. The night belongs to the unseen, predators and prey whose lives unfold in shadows, guided by senses finely tuned for the darkness. Leopards prowl silently, their rosette-patterned coats blending seamlessly with the moonlit undergrowth. With each careful step they listen for the faintest rustle, their vision and hearing far surpassing that of their daytime counterparts. A sudden leap, a swift strike, stealth and patience rewarded. Elsewhere the spotted hyena emerges, guided by an acute sense of smell. In packs they communicate with haunting calls, coordinating their movements to outwit both prey and rivals. Their powerful jaws are capable of crushing bone, ensuring nothing goes to waste in the cycle of life. Small predators like the serval stalk the tall grasses. With oversized ears, they detect the scurry of rodents underground, pouncing with pinpoint accuracy. Each night, an intricate dance of hunter and hunted unfolds. Bat-eared foxes dig for insects, while nightjars swoop silently to catch moths mid-flight. But the darkness is not solely the realm of predators. Spring hares bound across open plains, using powerful hind legs to evade danger. Bush babies leap between branches, their enormous eyes reflecting the faintest glimmer of starlight. Adaptations abound. Animals with reflective eye layers for enhanced night vision, specialized whiskers to sense movement, and silent footsteps that leave no trace. The night air carries secret signals, soft hoots, distant growls, and the rhythmic drumming of insect wings. Every moment is a test of survival. Prey must remain ever vigilant, while predators rely on cunning and patience. In this hidden world, the balance of life is as delicate as it is dramatic, and every dawn brings new stories written in the tracks left behind. The wild after dark is alive with mystery and marvel, a realm where the most elusive creatures reveal their true nature. As darkness gives way to light, the nocturnal world slips back into the shadows, waiting for nightfall to reclaim its place in the eternal cycle of the wild. As dawn breaks over Africa's vast wetlands, a different kind of orchestra arises. Mist drifts above mirrored waters, and the air vibrates with the chorus of countless amphibians. The croaks of frogs, the melodic trills of reed frogs, and the deep, resonant calls of bullfrogs echo across the marshy expanse. Hidden beneath floating lilies, agile African-clawed frogs glide silently, their webbed feet propelling them through the cool shallows in search of insects and tiny fish. Above, the wetlands are alive with vibrant wings and dazzling colours. African jacanas, with their impossibly long toes, tiptoe gracefully atop lily pads, searching for insects and seeds. Kingfishers, a flash of turquoise and orange, dive headlong into the water, emerging with minnows clamped in their slender beaks. Overhead, flocks of herons and ibises wade through the reeds, their patient movements a testament to the art of stillness. Beneath the water's surface, the shy Sitatunga antelope moves almost invisibly, its splayed hooves perfectly adapted to the soft, muddy ground. Otters slip through submerged tunnels, playful and curious, weaving in and out of tangled roots. Hippos rise and sink in the shallows, their gentle grunts joining the morning's music. Dragonflies skim the water's surface, their iridescent wings catching the first rays of sunlight. Water lilies open, offering landing pads to bees and butterflies. Every inch of the wetland teems with life, each creature playing a vital role in this intricate web. a symphony where every note matters, every player essential. Here life is a delicate balance of water and land, of predator and prey, of fleeting moments and ancient rhythms. The wetlands are nature's masterpiece, a place where time slows and the interconnectedness of all living things is on full display. As the sun climbs higher, the music continues, a timeless song of survival, adaptation and harmony, echoing across the water's shimmering surface. As the wetlands recede into the golden grasslands, the stage belongs to the giants of the savannah. Here, under the endless sky, immense herds of elephants roam, matriarchs leading their families with wisdom passed down through generations. They move in tight-knit groups, each member bound by unspoken loyalty. Calves stumble between towering legs, learning the language of trunks and gentle rumbles, while elders recall the secret paths to distant waterholes remembered from seasons past. Nearby giraffes stride in slow motion, their heads soaring above the acacia trees. Their long necks reach for the tenderest leaves, each tongue a marvel of dexterity. Males engage in graceful swinging battles, necking contests that decide dominance but rarely end in harm. Females cluster together, keeping a watchful eye on their young as they navigate the open plains, ever alert for lurking predators. In the distance, herds of wildebeest and zebras move in synchronized waves, a living tide that ebbs and flows across the grasslands. Their numbers offer protection, each individual a vital link in the greater chain of survival. Cape buffalo gather in formidable groups, their horns a shield against danger, while stately elands graze at the edges, ever cautious but unhurried. These gentle giants shape the land as much as it shapes them. Elephants tear down branches, opening pathways for new growth. Giraffes prune the treetops, encouraging fresh shoots. Together these herbivores engineer the savannah, maintaining the delicate balance of life. Through drought and plenty, birth and loss, their stories are written in the dust and the grass. In the heart of Africa's wild, the giants endure, testaments to resilience, unity, and the silent strength of family. Beneath the wide open sky and amidst the rustling grasses, a different kind of mastery unfolds, one not of size or strength but of invisibility. Here, the true artists of survival are not always seen, but their presence is felt in every shadow, every shifting pattern of light. A chameleon clings to a branch, its skin a living canvas. With a slow, deliberate motion it changes colour, blending seamlessly with the mottled greens and browns around it. For the chameleon, this is more than a disguise. It is a shield, a tool for both ambush and escape. On the forest floor, a leaf-tailed gecko becomes a fallen leaf, edges ragged and body flattened against the bark. Its stillness is absolute. Even the sharpest-eyed predator may pass by, unaware of the life hidden in plain sight. In the savannah grasses, a young lion cub crouches low, its golden coat dappled with faint spots. These markings fade with age, but in youth they are essential, breaking up the cub's outline, allowing it to vanish among the sunlit stalks. A praying mantis sways gently, its limbs mimicking the movement of leaves in the breeze. To an unsuspecting insect it is simply another part of the plant, until it strikes with lightning speed. And in the shallow waters a crocodile floats motionless, its scaly back indistinguishable from the ripples and debris. Only its eyes betray the hunter beneath the surface. For these masters of camouflage, survival is a game of patience and illusion. Their techniques are as varied as their habitats. Some shift colours, others mimic shapes, a few even change textures. Each adaptation is finely tuned by generations of evolution, a silent contest between those who wish to remain unseen and those who seek them out. In the eternal dance of predator and prey, visibility can mean vulnerability. But for the unseen, the world moves around them, unaware. Here, in the wild's hidden corners, the greatest strength is sometimes to disappear. Deep within the heart of Africa, where sunlight barely pierces the emerald canopy, The rainforest beats with a life all its own. Here, every inch is alive, a tangled mosaic of leaves, vines, and ancient trunks, knotted together in perpetual twilight. The air is thick with the chorus of unseen creatures, the distant call of a hornbill, the rhythmic drumming of rain on giant leaves, the soft rustle of a pangolin foraging in the undergrowth. In this green labyrinth, survival is an endless contest. Tiny golden frogs cling to dewdrop-laden leaves, their skin warning of poisons potent enough to deter the hungriest of hunters. High above, colobus monkeys leap from branch to branch, their black and white coats flashing like ghosts among the shadows. Down below, a forest elephant silently navigates narrow trails, its massive frame almost silent on the spongy earth, seeking fruit that falls only once a year. Hidden in the gloom, a gaboon viper waits, its scales a perfect mimicry of fallen leaves, patience its greatest weapon. Nearby, leafcutter ants march in unbroken lines, carrying fragments of the canopy home to their underground metropolis, a superorganism thriving beneath the surface. Orchids bloom in impossible places, their colours vivid against the mossy bark, each blossom a beacon for pollinators in the perpetual dusk. No human footsteps disturb this world. Here, life unfolds in secret dramas, a civet's midnight hunt, a butterfly's frantic escape, a tree frog's song echoing above the forest floor. Every creature, from the smallest beetle to the towering okapi, is a thread in the vast living tapestry. This is the pulse of the rainforest, silent, relentless, and teeming with wonders yet to be discovered. In this hidden realm, the wild endures, unseen, untouched, and utterly alive.